Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Studio R. I'm Ron Lighthall alongside Terry Spain. And once again, we're bringing you the Storm Report. Terry, again, you're coming off a busy week, man. You had that ACC tournament up there in
Yeah,
North Carolina, a lot of excitement there.
yeah, of course.
You got to see, some of the top basketball in the country going on right now.
Yeah, ACC always produce some of the top basketball players, and just to see some of the celebrities that actually came out because their kids, the former basketball players like Carmelo Anthony, Carlos Boozer, some of those guys, their kids are now playing in the ACC. So it was good to see that as well.
Fantastic trip. I know you kept us up to date on your socials, and you got a lot of good interviews there as well. Things are underway. They just finished week 3 of the full pad practice here. The Orlando Storm are moving along, and man, I'm telling you, every week I get more and more excited with the roster moves. A lot of good decision making. You got to meet the brand new, newly minted marketing director.
Yeah, I think he's going to be the director of communications there. But I did get a chance to just talk to him over the phone. He's excited about coming here in Orlando and working with the Storm. So I think it's going to work out really well, not only with the Storm but with the Storm report and everything else. So he's excited. He's upbeat. He has tons of experience in the sporting world. So I'm excited to see that and see what he brings to the table.
A ton of excitement.
Yes.
There's an excitement in our audience. There is something in front of us, and you saw me just kind of like trying to keep it from rolling off. This is a gift to us
Hmm.
from a friend of yours that just
Yeah.
absolutely loves our endeavor, loves what we're doing here, and this is a real passion piece, man. This is absolutely gorgeous. I was updated with photographs, but man, nowhere near do they capture the beauty. It's a gemmed beauty. I mean, it's just incredible. Tell us the story about this and where this came from. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I definitely want to thank Miss Tiana Cully. She was the one that orchestrated this entire thing, and she wanted to do us a solid. She believed in what we do, and she loves sports, and so she said, "I wanted to gift you all with this football." And of course, I'm not going to turn that down because I saw her work previously of some of the things that she's done. And so when I saw this football when it came in, I just stared at this thing for at least 20 minutes because I was like, "Wow, this is some great work."
It really is. And you talk about that, the mesmerizing. I did the same thing when you first brought it in today to see, and I
The
feel like
beauty
I'm
of it.
holding a Fabergé egg here,
Tell
man.
me
I mean,
about it,
this is
right?
this is absolutely gorgeous. But the detail and the size and the artistry when it comes to picking the gemstones, the stitching is all redone in gemstone,
Top notch.
and then the Orlando Storm logo. And I'm going to get some shots of this up close so everybody can see this as well. But the graduating sizes of these and the painstaking detail in that Orlando
Yeah.
Storm
Well,
logo.
we gotta hold it up together. You want to hold us up together so we can show everyone.
It is absolutely gorgeous. This is going to be a piece that we're hoping to get some photos with, man. I mean,
Yeah,
this is something that's really, really stunning. I mean, even the detail of capturing the pigskin part
yeah,
on the back, and of course one of those team balls with the white autograph area. But I can't say enough about it. It is absolutely beautiful.
yeah. And one of the things like when we go to Tom's Watch Bar, we're gonna have this on display.
A lot of big, exciting things happening with the Orlando Storm right now. They had a
Mhm.
huge announcement this week, and this is something I really like league wide. And it started with kind of announcing some of the halftime shows
Mhm.
that are coming up, and they kept it regional. I mean,
Yeah,
people from the areas were coming out. There was a country star that was announced for, um, I
the aviators.
believe, for the Aviators,
Mhm.
Gavin McGraw,
Yeah,
yeah, and then Orlando got a big name,
huge name.
huge name, local guy.
Another one.
He is a collaborator that has worked with dozens of artists. So go ahead and tell us who's going to be doing our halftime show on opening day on March 29th.
Mister Another One, DJ Khaled. I tell you, most of the time people miss on halftime acts,
Mm-hmm.
but this was a definite hit because he brings a lot of excitement to not just to Florida but to sporting teams as well, and so bringing him on board to be the halftime act was spot on, and this is going to bring the crowd. This is going to bring a lot of excitement and a lot of great energy to the Florida area and to this Orlando Storm game, first home game.
Another big announcement. We had another sponsor come on board who was
Wow.
extremely excited about sending 2 people to the inaugural game. We want to welcome aboard Toyota of Melbourne. Boy, they
Yes.
really stepped up,
Yes,
Terry.
they sure did.
And we want to send 2 people to that first game. So you'll have to stay tuned. We have to set it up. There are laws and legal loopholes that we have to follow, and we have to download a special type of software that is actually a random generator for the comment section, oddly enough. If you're like me, I always thought they just randomly picked like their favorite one.
No,
No, there are
no,
legal parameters that you have to follow. Integrity is first and foremost for
of course,
both Terry and I
of course.
during this broadcast. But welcome aboard, Toyota. We want to thank our sponsor, Robin Fisher and State Farm, and
Yes.
that's where it all started. And each sponsor you can see here on our wall will end up getting a commemorative helmet as
Okay.
we'll build the wall of sponsors.
Yeah.
Make sure you like our page because we're going to have a push with both Brevard Sports Network. We're going to have Sports First Media, and it's going to go across all of our social channels. You'll see them displayed there on screen, our YouTube and our Twitter handles, and you'll be able to be a part of that. But we're sending 2 people, courtesy Toyota of Melbourne, over to Orlando for the inaugural game. You'll see that history, first game for the Orlando Storm, and
DJ Khaled.
so a lot going on with the team. Anthony Becht has done a fantastic job on the social market, making sure that we're all up to date. We have talked to Anthony. I have that interview. We'll play that on our next one because we have a series of interviews that we have with players that we didn't want to kind of like just do until the excitement built about, what to expect. And we're only just a week and a half away from inaugural kickoff.
Right.
Big news though, Jashaun Corbin is back with the Storm. Local Rockledge kid. A lot of excitement about here on the Space Coast with Jashaun coming back to the Orlando Storm. That was huge.
Yeah, and they had to bring him back. He brings a lot of excitement to the Space Coast. There are going to be a lot of people that are going to come out to the Space Coast to support one of their own. I got a chance to work out with him years ago. I'm a little old now, but I got a chance to work out with him and some of his friends before in Vieira. And to see this young man, I cover a lot of Florida State football, and just to see him through his Florida State days as well. So I was very pleased to see that the Storm brought him back because at one time he was the leading rusher in the UFL or XFL at the time. And so to bring him back, he has a lot of bounce, he has a lot of energy, and I think he's going to bring a lot of excitement to the team because they have a really good team, and it starts with the quarterbacks as well.
It does, and they have several choices in quarterback, and it's just an exciting time to see an upstart team build from the ground up. You get to see all those pieces in motion. There's very little carryover from any other team that they had to put together. So Anthony Becht has done a fantastic job, but at the same time, he brought in a staff, and then he was losing staff to the NFL, so they had to bring in other coaches as well. So there's
to show you the level of talent that he has with the staff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But he's no stranger to the UFL. He coached the Battlehawks, and the Battlehawks has always been one of the top 3 teams or 4 teams in the UFL. And so for him to now come home to Florida and to try to bring this team up, how powerful would that be if he can bring this team their first UFL championship in the inaugural season?
I feel like it's a real attainable, not just goal, but it feels like it's attainable.
Mm-hmm.
And when you talk to the players and they're so excited and they're hungry to win, but then you start really studying, the depth of the roster. They really have a great product on the field. And you talked about Jashaun. The excitement of him being a local kid, but also he is crazy talented when he is a turf monster.
Yeah, he definitely is. And if you have never seen this young man run, you're in for a treat because you're going to see him run up and down this field the entire season.
Yeah, he gives me vibes of the old Walter Payton, and
that's my guy.
That's your guy. and the reason I say that was Walter Payton was poetry in motion.
Mm-hmm.
You have certain running backs that can just hammer their way forward, and there's a handful of running backs that came out of the backfield that were just poetry. Barry Sanders, poet.
Yeah.
Walter Payton, poet. Earl Campbell,
wow.
You know,
You're bringing me back
I'll
now.
bring you back, man. And you know, it's a testament to how much the game has changed,
Mm-hmm.
where that poetry is now. You're seeing much bigger front lines that you have to maneuver around.
Of course. Yeah, I think, like I said, we're in for a treat. I'm excited to see him come back, and this is actually give him an opportunity to get another look for the NFL, because I know that's probably one of his ultimate goals, to get back to the NFL, because he played in the NFL and was drafted. So it would be good to see him get back to that level as well.
Another big announcement for the Storm this week is the mascots are starting to be introduced. You know, there's you know, the obvious with Louisville and the horse. You know, obviously they're going to have a horse,
Yeah.
and there was some debate about what was going to go on. So we're going to see what they come up with the caricatures and thing. I, in my mind, I'm picturing almost like a Zeus-like character, possibly.
Could be. I mean, I don't know how far off I am with that, but you know, I'm anxious to see what they're going to come up with, because you talk about excitement, because you could have went to many different directions with this mascot. So they gave the fans an opportunity to put their input in as well, and I'm really hoping that they utilize some of these fans' input on what the mascot should be named and who should it be. So we shall see.
On the socials, they said the mascot will be a weather god, and I posted a picture of Jim Cantori.
Yeah, I remember that.
This is our first show for this week, but we're going to have one later on this week, because things are going to really start ramping up here. We're booking our dates with Tom's Watch Bar. So our next our next broadcast will actually be from Tom's Watch Bar. We're going to have the roster. We're going to be able to lock that down. It will be minimal movement over the next couple days, barring any injuries.
True.
And then we're going to start to see the lockdowns, and you'll start to see the repetition. So we'll start to know who the more likely quarterback is going to be. We obviously know who's coming out of the backfield. We know who's the you know, some of the receiving core. But we're going to go into depth, and we have some great interviews in the can already with these players. Talking with the marketing director this week. He's wildly excited about the Space Coast, man.
Yeah, I mean, as he should be. You know, there's a lot of people here that loves football, and they'll travel to Orlando. It's not far. You know, it's 30, 40 minutes tops, an hour at the max. But they love sports here in Brevard County, and they love football, and they'll definitely come out and support this team. I actually got quite a few people that have been reaching out to me personally and say, "Hey, I bought my tickets for the Storm game."
Oh, nice.
So that's actually good to see that, and a lot of them are coming out of Brevard County.
Yep, and we have ticket giveaways galore. We have fan packs that are going to go with that. You're going to get a Zoe energy drink to get you amped up before the game. You're going to get a little bit of swag from the Orlando Storm. And of course, all of our winners are going to have a great opportunity to get their photo taken with this beautiful blinged out ball here for the Orlando Storm. That's going to be our showpiece for any photos and things like that. So, you know, the true honor is going to be able to hold the ball and get you that photo. And again, we want to thank our brand new sponsor, Toyota of Melbourne, who stepped up. We bought an additional set of tickets, so we're going to be giving away 2 sets of tickets every game thus far, and I'm working on a 3rd set for a sponsor. So we want people in the seats. We want you to be able to see it up close and enjoy it. So each week, if we can, you know, give out up to 6 tickets, I'm all about that.
Yeah, I'm definitely in.
Yeah. So Terry, take us home. I know that you have been paying a hyper attention to this. You had a little bit of downtime there while you were in your hotel room up there, while being wined and dined by the ACC up there, and football's right around the corner. You know, I mean, you know, March Madness kind of wanes, and spring football starts to pick up, and of course, you and I will be up there for the ACC Media Days, which is going to be very exciting. But you know, take us home and tell us a little bit about your take on where the Storm sit right now.
I am definitely pleased with what the Storm has been doing, and I highly recommend that if you have not purchased your tickets, to go out and purchase your tickets, and then also, you know, you'll have that opportunity to touch the ball, and you're not gonna be able to throw it because we don't want to lose anything off of here. But if you want to have a good time and bring your family out just to enjoy some football, the tickets are definitely not expensive. I was really impressed with how they were able to manage the ticket prices. And just come on out, enjoy yourself, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's definitely going to be posted on below from when you see this. And subscribe, and you'll have an opportunity to win some tickets.
Terry, thank you.
All right.
And thank you. And we will see you back here in just a few days as we bring you the unveiling of the roster. Thanks for joining us.